Oh, I really hope that this new mic that my dad's put in is working. Speaking of, where is he? But yeah, I really hope that it is working. Oh, that was a bit harsh. But yeah, I really hope that for the third time, I hope that this mic's working, because there's plenty of midges about with it being, you know, having the sun out and that. Oh god, bit wonky. A little bit close. But yeah, we got a mic and like a mic adapter for the camera, and got it on. So in theory, you should hear me with my visor down. But again, it's in theory. You know, I really do not quite know whether it's going to work. I've never tested it before. But it's pretty decent. I mean, for a bike that we didn't exactly get many in English reviews, it's a Kiwi RKF. Obviously, you know, Kiwi gets a bit of a bad rep, but you know, it's not bad for kind of like getting around. I mean, I got this from like brand spanking new. My dealer ordered from the shop sort of thing. You know, it wasn't pre-used. You know, it was pretty much exactly, you know, dead out of the box. But kind of because it was brand new out of the box, it means that I've had my work cut out for me wearing it in. You know, it has had, not trouble, I should say, but for me, when I first started, you know, my CBT teacher, she, you know, just weren't very good. They were pretty naff, if I'm honest. And, you know, after I came out at the end of it, they were saying, you know, well, they basically were saying that I would be dangerous. But at the same time, they never exactly taught me, sorry. So when I got my bike, it was, how do I put it? I wanted every reason to not be a danger of the road, if that makes sense. You know, I wanted to be able to kind of keep up with traffic. I wanted to be able to, you know, be seen, and I wanted a decent bike. But all of the bikes that could do that was kind of a little bit too too expensive. Obviously I haven't had car lessons, or you know, drove a car, so you know, insurance on like a first time biker as well as drivers, you know, it's big. So we had to make middle way, and we got the RKF. Now, as a whole, it's not bad. You know, I think it's a really good bike, especially for if you're learning now. You know, it gets up to speed like fairly quickly. For me, the only thing that I found that is a little bit kind of iffy about it is like my speedo's out, but you know, that's not exactly a big thing. My indicator stick, but that might just be my bike. There isn't, I mean, for me, any kind of mistakes that or problems that I've had with the bike have come from me. Let's just put it that way. No, there hasn't exactly been anything that's been done by the bike. You know, it's performed exactly how, you know, you'd want a 125 bike to work. You know, so you know, it's a perfectly great bike for if you're starting out. I mean, I probably would recommend maybe getting one that's already been worn in, just because with me not wanting to be like a danger on the road essentially, you know, I wanted to be able to keep speed. When you're breaking it in, you can't get that speed. You know, you can get close, but it's still not enough that people wouldn't sort of scold you. So I'd probably get a used one just so you had that speed already there. But it's not a big thing, especially if you can't just stay local. But yeah, I didn't exactly have very much confidence going into it because of my instructor. So you know, I've had it over a year and I'm only 6,500 miles. So I have seen that bus stop there before, but I've never thought to myself, you know, I never thought I would actually see a bus up here. Not the sheep! It's a sheep! I love sheep. Sheep. I don't know what the plural of sheep would be. I think it would just be sheep, wouldn't it? If sheep is singular, plural, what is the singular of sheep? That I don't know. But I do plan on getting my 640 miles. I do plan on getting it a lot higher up over the coming summer. So yeah. used to have so much problem with, because my bike does not like, that's the only thing that's wrong with my bike. It does not, for the life of it, like to be out of, well, if you go into neutral, it does not like coming out of it. It will sit and it will squalor in neutral until you decide to give it a bit of a rock. But yeah, it will sit and it will bug you. Until you give in. And then you give it a rock and then it's fine. But kind of until that point, it just doesn't like it. No, there was one point on one of my videos where I was in neutral. Accidentally, mind you, I dropped into her first and it didn't click down the extra half. So I was in neutral and I was sat there and I'm in traffic and I'm going, oh, it's not going out of neutral, and I was panicking my head off. Luckily there was a parking thing like right next to me, so I just kind of indicated over and pulled in. I kind of just I sat there until it did click back into first, but then, you know, I'd asked around and people were saying, oh well, you actually gotta like give your bike a rock to get it to go into first from neutral. So kind of every time it gets a bit stuck, I just give it a bit of a rock and it's fine. But I wish I knew that, like, you know, ages ago. No, I had to do an emergency stop on a roundabout and it didn't click down into first, and I was half on the roundabout pretty much. I know I had my front wheel on the roundabout and I'm like, just go around. You know, I was waving them past me. And it's cheap. God, I can see the midges on my visor. least they're turned off.